Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by, spoiler alert, someone who's spoiled, Anna Domini, everybody.
Wow, that was weak.
Oh, whatever.
I think I've been spoiled by your insults to the point where I expected better from you, actually.
I thought a really good one the other day, and then I forgot it.
Yeah, so this was just totally off the cuff.
That's usually how thoughts of you go. Occasionally you'll pop into my brain, and then my brain, like an immune
Shut
response, just obliterates it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I should really start writing these things down. Anna, how you been?
Yeah, I've been okay. I think the warmer weather helps health-wise. I'm about the same, but generally happier because it's sunny. Also, the kiosk in my park that sells delicious chips and paninis is not shutting down, which we thought it was going to do for a while, so I'm in a great mood.
Oh, your petition worked!
I didn't actually do a petition.
No.
I didn't have to, so, save it. Save your energy.
I thought that all your political energy was going to be going into, save the chip shop in my park. The only source of food for 10 miles around your house. It is.
Really is, yeah.
You're in a ridiculously isolated place, despite being right next to a park.
I'm glad that you are actually recognizing that this would be a very legitimate protest from a perspective of, the health of the community.
This is the only thing keeping this place from being a food desert.
Yeah, basically.
Is the hot dog stand in the park.
It's great. They do smoothies as well. Don't have to get junk food.
Oh, there you go. Get a whole balanced diet.
But yes, I think they were franchises, and the facilities have been bought by a different company, but then they've agreed to let the people who were running the previous franchise now be their franchisees. So
that makes sense.
It's a heartwarming tale of capitalism.
Yeah.
And privatization.
Well, I'm glad you got you got to keep your hot dog stand. That's great. So.
Are being kept in hot dogs for the foreseeable future.
That's great. So you can just go and eat hot dogs and then watch the model train guys ride their trains around. It's a great park.
It's a great life.
Yeah. But Anna, has your life been saintly? Have you experienced anything saintly and miraculous lately?
Yeah, I was kind of declared saintly recently by people with authority on the subject. So it's indisputable now. Okay, it wasn't like the Pope, but I'm not sure if I've spoken on here much about my job. But I work for an environmental charity that is focused on educating and empowering religious leaders and people in religious communities to do something about the climate crisis. And it's everything from making churches more energy efficient to influencing powerful members of your congregation to actually not do terrible harm.
Wait, do they have to make churches more energy efficient? Aren't they just like every church was built before power?
Right, and they're usually fucking freezing.
Oh, well, I don't know. I always felt like they're pretty much neutral. They somehow manage to be it's always the same temperature inside.
No. Yeah, that is called burning fuel.
All right, never mind. All right, maybe I was just maybe I thought, I was
do you think stained glass windows are double glazed or something?
I don't know. I was these middle-aged people, they really figured out how to do it. They built these things to last, and it's really quite comfortable in here. And I was I was totally ignoring the wall of radiators that was on either side of every church that I've been in.
Yeah, no,
now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, they are gas guzzlers, our churches. So, yeah, and things like,
never mind.
They always serve tea and coffee after a church service, make them all fair trade and et cetera, organic. Anyway, so there's that, but also, yeah, a lot of people, politicians, are religious. So having a message about the urgency of climate action being disseminated to those people is an important part of changing the system, I think.
It's an important part of any social movement is to get involvement from religious leaders. So whether it's civil rights, the civil rights movement of the 60s or the gay rights movement in the 90s and the yachts, and they were trying to get acceptance from religious institutions.
Because they're very influential, yeah.
Yeah, they're very influential, yeah. They're a big part of people's
lives. So yeah, my saintly thing is not I am doing my job, because that would be too easy. But I could say that. But yeah, so we had a launch party a couple of weekends ago where we had speeches from our patrons, and one of our patrons is called Mpo Tutu. And she is the daughter of the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Oh. And she was kicked out of the church because she married a woman.
Scandal.
Yeah, and the person that oversaw the wedding was the lady who is now my boss. So this patron did this speech. My boss was like, so talk about why you're here. And she was like, well, I need to say Charlotte did not bless my wedding. She blessed the rings and she blessed the food, but she did not bless the union. And it was like, this was how sort of semantically gymnastic you have to be, well, had to be, I guess, like in that, at that point, in terms of the church's bad record on LGBT rights. So
is this Church of England or is this?
Well, it was an Anglican church in South Africa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure, but the point was it was actually like covered in the press because obviously like she's quite a well-known person, and my boss was like, yeah, some churches are allowed to bless like nuclear weapons, but I can't bless like a loving relationship,
right?
And that kind of anyway. So after Mpo Tutu gave this speech, my boss asked me to give a speech about why I was there, and it was like quite a tough act to follow, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, I'm just a piece of shit, I don't know why I'm here.
Did you know this was coming? Like, or she was just like, and Anna, why don't you just jump up here?
She asked me on the night, but obviously I'm a professional stand-up, Matthew. I can do this.
Professional now.
All right. Seasoned. Anyway, so I gave a speech and I was like, oh, I did theology at university and I care about the environment. And when I saw about this job in like an interfaith climate charity, I thought, you know, as an atheist theology graduate, this is like my perfect trajectory of where I need to be. And Danny was in the audience and he said around him he heard audible gasps when I said that I'm an atheist. And then after the speech, people came up to me, like vicars and stuff came up to me and were like, that was so brave. And it was like, this woman has just been talking about like how she had to put her like livelihood on the line for her relationship, and people are calling me brave for not believing in God. And it was absurd. So according to various clergy people, I'm so brave, and that makes me saintly, I think, my courage. So yeah, that was the saintly thing that I did, was speaking my truth to power.
You have the courage of your non-convictions.
Yeah.
What they were like, well, number one, did you take this opportunity to plug the podcast while you had that audience there?
Yeah, I mean, I would quite like to keep my job, so I think if my boss found out quite how irreverent we are, she might not be very pleased.
We're pretty reverent.
Nah, we're not.
There's a level. We're pretty. I mean, we're.
Do you not remember that very upset email we got after the St. Gemma episode?
That wasn't the St. Gemma episode. We
was
never
it
heard
not?
anything from her.
Did we not?
It was
but that was like the worst one.
That was the worst one. Well, that's because we made fun of a guy for his love of St. Gemma.
Yeah.
But
what was the one that was like really cross then?
Alphonsus Liguori.
Oh, right.
I don't know. He was. But that was, I thought, a delightful episode where we made very many funny harpsichord jokes, I thought. So, anyways, I don't come at this project with anger or hate in my heart for anybody, but
you come out of it with anger and hate,
sometimes
just mainly at me.
Well, yeah, except for Hannah, yeah. But yeah, I know, I don't think that we have a certain amount of respect for people who try to do good things, but we have no time for people who pretend to do good things and in fact are making the world a worse place. I think it's more that. But I think when people do good things, we are very happy about it. And when people do dumb stuff, we're a little bit annoyed. And I think that's the level. That's how our emotions run. We're rooting for everybody, at least from my perspective.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just trying to find the stupidest thing. So I'm the
I
cynic.
want everybody to be out there living their best life, and if that means like I don't know, like committing yourself to
hair shirts.
But that seems silly. But then if you're like also committing yourself to like being nice to the poor and like trying to improve society in your own little way, like I'm into that. And if you're in a part of, and if it's like
it's okay, Matt. I think if people are listening still, they understand that by this point.
I don't know. I feel like I'm often misunderstood.
My second saintly act is giving you the opportunity to atone and speak your truth.
Yeah, so shut up.
That didn't seem very holy or reverent.
Well, whatever. I don't have to. Whatever. Actually, I will say that, I feel like I'm misunderstood. And actually, this reminds me. I wasn't going to talk about this, but then I just remembered. But we're doing the St. Audio Podcast Festival.
That sounds great. When is it? Oh wait,
Oh my God.
this episode is coming out the day that we're doing the live recording, isn't it?
Well, I'm putting out this episode early, so if you listen to this
Ah.
episode on the day that it comes out, which is going to be Friday, there'll be shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on 24th, 25th, 26th of May, 2024, here in Oxford. Check out the Saint Audio Podcast Festival. And if you listen to this sometime after that date, hopefully it'll happen again. But anyways, the point I was going to make is that I think I have been like persecuted, I think, to some extent for this festival. Because
this is like that meme where it's like the cartoon paints like scary monsters on the walls of the cave around it and then like gets scared by the monsters it's painted. That this is how you're being persecuted by this festival because no one told you to do it, made you do it. It was entirely your own idea. I'm not sure persecuted is the right word, but carry on. I'll listen.
Okay, well, you have no idea what I'm going to say because I acknowledge that doing the festival is difficult and very costly and was probably not my best idea, as fun as it will be and as I will probably do it again. But it's been a hell of a learning experience. But like the thing that I have been persecuted by is that, so for the art of the festival, I employed a very talented local artist, Karina Taryn. If you're in Oxford, it's Art Weeks this week. She has a great exhibit going on. Check it out, or just look at her website. She's got amazing art, and she does a lot of stuff that uses Saint iconography.
Well, it's now the logo of the podcast, right? You've updated it.
It will become the logo of the podcast after the festival, and so you'll see it then. So she made an icon for us. She made a Saint Audio, a saint that I totally made up, and she made a beautiful icon, and I use that as the posters, and the posters are all over town, and there are stickers all over town. And I've noticed that systematically someone or some people are removing my posters and stickers and in a very almost what seems like a very targeted way. So I have a number of theories. Number one, they hate me, which is very possible. They think that it is something that is explicitly religious. Right. And they're anti-religious, and so they don't like that. Or they think it is something that is blasphemous, and they don't like that.
Or,
and I don't know.
Fourth option.
What?
It could be that it's the council and you have not got a license for this vandalism that you've been doing.
No. It is
very possible.
It's not the council because I will put stickers in places where there'll be other stickers and those stickers will remain and my stickers will be removed.
I see.
And one time I came to the bus stop on my street and seemingly as a message, like 4 or 5 of my stickers had been removed, balled up, and then stuck on the bus stop near my house, as if somebody knew that I was going to see them, and was like, "Just so you know." And there was one comedy festival sticker in that bunch too.
Oh, okay.
Which made it seem like they knew that they were related.
So it can't be that they hate you then. It's definitely either too pro or too anti-religion.
The thing that's been torn down the most is like there are the poster boards in Oxford. There are these poster boards.
Yep.
That are on a piece of wood that just are on a street, and they lean up against some walls and outside the Bodleian Library and colleges, and a lot of places people use them to advertise events going on. Every one of those poster boards is fine. Mine have had their posters ripped off.
Wow. Okay. I think you might have an enemy that's systematically
I either have I don't know if it's a personal thing or if it's a religious thing.
Oh my God! Imagine if it was like a specific evangelical church. And they just have this campaign to take you down.
I like to think that there are like atheists and like hardcore Christians who have gathered around, and the one thing they agree on is they fucking hate my posters.
You've united these two sides that would never previously have got on.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I've been persecuted by this. It's been very stressful.
But also generated the miracle of cooperation. Perhaps between these two factions.
Yeah, perhaps. The one thing everybody can agree on is Mashadoran really sucks, and we fucking hate his work. And if they're listening, thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe. But anyways, I hope everybody, if you can, come and listen and come to our live show, or come to any of the shows. You don't even have to come to our show. Come to some of the other shows. Some of the other shows are really amazing.
Probably better than ours.
Maybe. Just because they're more successful doesn't mean that they're better.
True.
I got 2 amazing podcasts from America that I'm really proud that agreed to be part of my festival. As big a disaster as it'll probably be, and you should go and see those.
Two very good relationships that you have definitely sabotaged for life now.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
When are those ones?
Friday night. Unfortunately, I had to book them both on Friday night.
Okay.
So the Flophouse and the Bexelcast, which are two
Mm.
of my absolute favorite podcasts, and hopefully their hosts won't hate me after Friday.
Well, maybe I'll be able to come.
We'll see.
And then they'll have at least one more member of the audience.
Yeah, sure. And if you want tickets, they're available on the website. You can pay full price for those. Anyways, Anna.
Yes.
Today is May 26th. Who is today's saint?
Today's saint is Saint Dunstan, whose feast day is actually the 19th of May.
Saint Dunstan.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, you're going to love next month's one if you think that's a funny name for a saint. I have a treat for you. Yeah.
The only time I've ever heard Dunstan is there's a movie called Dunstan Checks In from the 90s, which
Right.
involves a monkey that goes into a hotel and then hilarity. I've never seen it, but the whole concept of it just seems great.
Weird coincidence, because that's exactly what happens to this guy.
What's this guy's deal, Saint Dunstan?
What's his deal? Okay, so he was around from around 909 to 988. So quite early on.
Got a good run, 79 years. So that's pretty good.
The earliest biography of Dunstan was written less than a decade after his death. So it's probably true, right? That's
Yeah, ripped from the headlines, basically, in terms of the 9th century.
yeah.
It probably took him that long to just collect that much paper.
Yeah.
To like,
Skin it off the goats.
guys, can you go fell some more trees? I need like 6 sheets of paper.
By the time they gathered all the paper, 10 years had passed, and they had a biography on their hands.
There you go.
And it was handwritten, I guess, as well. So
Yeah, that's also the thing. It's
like-
now to start writing. Giant illuminated G.
surely D for Dunstan.
D, I don't know. Yeah. I misspelled the giant illuminated
Oh
letter.
shit, now I
Damn
have to do it again.
I said D. D. Oh, I thought his name was Gunston. Oh, wow. Okay, guys, we're going to have to cut down some more trees. I need some more paper. So,
This was written by a biographer called B, whose full name is unknown. So
Oh.
B isn't just the letter B.
oh, it sounds mysterious.
Yeah.
This is like some Gossip Girl shit. Like, they wrote
Yeah.
a real hot column of that. Just like, and just like, signed B.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I wonder who B is.
Yeah, and
Anyways.
it's taken centuries. People are still wondering.
People are wondering. Lots of
So
rumors.
during the following century, further biographies were
Mhm.
written by Osbern and Eadmer, who were both monks of Canterbury.
Hmm.
But obviously their tales are maybe less reliable because they're not first-hand accounts.
They're Canterbury tales. They're
Very
Canterbury tales. Do you hear what it?
You are so droll.
Shut up.
They're very nice. So Dunstan was born near Glastonbury.
Oh, wow. It's handy. Because then whenever there's the festival, he's always got someplace to stay. So he doesn't
Yeah.
have to like camp if he doesn't want to. So
Yeah.
That's great.
To parents called Heostan and Sinathrith.
That's like our researcher, Kat, lives in Reading. And she's like, oh, a bunch of my friends are coming to Reading Festival. They're going to be staying. We're all going to be staying in my parents' house. And I was like,
Right.
What a handy thing.
Mm.
Now, that is not an invitation for anybody listening to go and stay at Kat's house.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are you doxing Cat?
I'm not doxing Kat. She used to live in Her parents live in Reading. I don't know. Go
Oh,
check.
okay.
I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, their house is full now.
Kat's not a real name. So whatever. And also the Reading Festival's over. So
What? It was in August.
when is it? It's in August. I don't even know. I'm not
Wait,
going to
do you
music
mean Reading
festivals.
Festival or like Reading Comedy Festival?
No, Reading the music.
The music one.
festival.
Yeah, that's in August.
All right. Well, I don't know. Does Reading have a comedy festival?
I think
Oh,
so.
it does. I know the guys who run it. Actually, one of them asked for my opinion on festival stuff because I'm so good at it.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sorry, hearty agreement there, obviously.
Mm.
So Dunstan was born near Glastonbury to parents named Heostan and Sinathrith. I'm not sure that's
Okay.
how it's pronounced. But,
I'm not sure
we'll
that's
go
how
with that.
anything's pronounced. Honestly, that sounded like a blood disease? Is he a strith? I don't. He's got months to live. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. According to legend, Sinathrith visited St Mary's Church to observe Candlemas while she was pregnant and received a sign of the child's holiness because the candles
Oh.
carried out by the congregation were all extinguished at once, with only Sinathrith's candle remaining lit.
Oh. Okay. So an errant gust of wind,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden she's like, "My baby is special."
Yeah. You can't argue with the signs, Matt.
That's why I have to give him the most special name there is.
Dunstan. So everyone used her candle to relight theirs, representing Dunstan's future role as a minister spreading God's light throughout.
Right?
Yeah?
I
Symbolic.
agree. Yeah.
Should have called him Candle.
You can light many candles from a single flame. You know, joy is not diminished. by sharing.
Yes, very nice. It's not a zero-sum game. So Glastonbury, you may know, was a place of pilgrimage in medieval England.
You know what? I did not know that.
Do you not? It's like,
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like
I know exactly one thing about Glastonbury,
and that's
and
that there
guess
is a
what
festival.
it is. There's a festival there.
It's quite a cool, like, unusual town that's got loads of like pagan stuff happening, and they have like loads of crystal shops and things like that.
Really?
And
That does
good
sound
charity
fun.
shops.
I love a nice crystal.
And like all kinds of
I
weird books on niche spirituality stuff.
It sounds like my jam. I'm gonna go there.
There you go.
Get myself some quartz, some lapis lazuli. I'm gonna get like a book on my horoscope. I'm gonna get some tarot cards. I think I'm gonna start using tarot cards more.
You should go to Glastonbury. Like, not even the festival, just the town. It's like a nice place to
I'm
visit.
gonna write this down.
They have lots of vegan cafes.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I think you'd love it.
So it was once a great pilgrimage site.
Yeah. Well, I think it was initially like a pagan place, and then it was a pilgrimage site, and then now it's kind of both. Because there's like a cathedral there that's Christian, but there's still a lot of like the witchy, spiritually, pagany stuff.
That's nice. It's nice that everybody's getting along now.
Indeed. So Glastonbury was a place of pilgrimage in medieval England, but the abbey had suffered during the Viking invasions and stood in ruins.
That'll happen.
However, a group of monks continued to live there, and Dunstan's father sent him to be educated by them.
Okay, so he's like, there's some vagrants living in an abandoned building. You should go hang out with them. This is not good parenting.
They were holy vagrants.
So, they're holy vagrants. Well,
yeah, they're monks.
They couldn't possibly do anything wrong.
Yeah.
It just seems weird.
You know, send a young boy to be in their company. That'll be fine.
Yeah. Go hang out with these guys with no fixed abode and just see what happens.
Well, it worked out.
All right. Well, I guess, you know what? That's on me for being judgmental then.
We
That's
don't
on
have
me.
a Wikipedia page about you, do we? So, there.
All right. Fine. Maybe someday. I don't know. If anybody's out there, if they could set up a Wikipedia page for me, that'd be really helpful. So
maybe the anti-Shadorn campaign will make a page for you.
That's all I need.
Matthew Shadorn is an asshole who lives in East Oxford and is a menace to the people there.
But otherwise a nice guy.
So while Dunstan was there, he dreamed about the abbey someday being restored. I think that means literally, rather than just like that was his life aspiration. Because we're talking saints here, so it's like he had an actual dream, yeah.
Not like this is my life's goal to like one day
yeah.
restore this abbey. Okay.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, that'd be pleasant. But oh well.
Yeah, he woke up, put it out of his mind.
Yeah.
Dunstan almost died of an illness during this time. I guess because the abbey didn't have a roof, or like...
Yeah, I was gonna say. Was it tetanus or something? He probably like stepped on a nail, like was sticking out.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but you'll be pleased to hear he miraculously recovered.
Oh,
So,
okay.
miracle number one, when he wasn't even an adult.
He miraculously recovered from
A life-threatening illness.
a non-specific disease. Like
Non-specific,
that's not,
but life-threatening. Okay,
All right, you say
just trust
so.
me on this. Trust B on this.
It's like, oh well, B said it.
Yeah.
Oh well, B said it then. Yeah, that's fine. with me.
B doesn't even have the courage in his convictions to put his full name to this tale, so we gotta trust it. So soon, with his parents' permission, Dunstan received the monastic tonsure and joined the minor orders of the church. Do you remember what tonsure is?
He got the haircut, the monk
the
haircut, the hair halo.
I thought you'd be more excited.
I'm over that haircut.
Okay.
I was just thinking that my hair has kind of receded, so like it does feel like you really need to be able to grow some bangs, like something like to have like
Right, yeah, because it's not just like the patch. It's like it's more like a hole.
It feels like it's like a whole thing. I don't know, the people who wear it best maybe like have it, or maybe it's like at a tilt. Maybe it's meant to be like at a jaunty angle, because then you can see that. Because like if you had it like as an angle and then like the bald bit in the back, I don't know.
So badly done is what we're aiming for.
I don't know. I wonder if you were just like a regular bald guy, if you often got mistaken for a monk in the Middle Ages. Guys, like I get that all the time. It's just I'm just balding.
He was well known for his devotion to study.
Nerd.
Yes. Soon he was appointed to the court of King Ethelstan and became a favourite of the king.
Mm-hmm. Ethelstan.
You think Ethel?
I forgot
I'm
how
sure
everybody was named Ethel.
I'm sure we've come across King Ethelstan before.
We've just come across a lot of Ethels. I don't know if we've come across Ethelstan before.
Ethel
but a
Red,
lot of like
yeah.
Ethel something. Ethel Rick.
Yeah.
Ethel,
yeah.
I don't know. Lots of
it's the
Ethels.
kind of Ethel time at this point.
Everybody and their uncle was named Ethel something.
Yeah. His status at court attracted enemies who were purportedly jealous of Dunstan.
Who wouldn't? This guy's got it all. A great haircut, nowhere to live, the coolest name ever. So they were jealous of his position with, like, he had influence with the king.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah, okay.
And, you know, they thought it wasn't fair that such a nerd could be highly regarded in that way.
So the other, like, courtiers would come along and slap his books out of his hands.
Yeah, give him swirlies in the toilet.
Yeah.
His enemies at court decided to ruin his reputation in revenge. Revenge for how jealous they were, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good point. It's not really revenge if you haven't done anything.
What's he done? Existed. He's just kind of annoying.
Revenge for his very existence. I guess out of jealousy would be the better term.
Right, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
And accused him of witchcraft and black magic, which, like,
is
probably credible if he came from Glastonbury.
That's
fair.
They
probably just used his background against him.
They're like, you know what they do there in Glastonbury, right?
Everyone knows.
Evil.
Everyone knows what that like.
I don't need to say it. Everybody knows it. But also, it's like, he's a monk. Why would they be like, well, obviously he's into black magic. It's because he's a monk. He'd be like the one guy you wouldn't maybe suspect of being into black magic, right?
I guess, like, it's still quite early on in the establishment of Christianity, at least over here. So maybe it was, like, misunderstood, or they were very keen to kind of distinguish themselves from anything that was too hippie-ish. I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
Fine.
I'm just reading what's on the page, okay? That's my job.
Fine.
So, King Ethelstan banished Dunstan from court. So he clearly wasn't a very good friend if his mind changed so easily.
Didn't he ask for any evidence? Like,
no, just vibes.
Yeah. Well, 3 people said it, so
yeah.
I don't know.
And you are from Glastonbury. It kind of makes sense, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, he banished him from court. As he was leaving the palace, Dunstan's enemies attacked him. They beat him, tied him up, and threw him into a cesspool, which today is known as Taunton.
Oh.
That was a Somerset-related joke there.
I didn't get it, but okay.
It
sounded mean to the people of Taunton, but I don't know.
Taunton. Yes, it was very mean.
So wait, they got what they wanted from Dunstan. They got rid of him.
Yeah.
But they were like, you know what? Let's just fuck this guy up one last time before... It's time for revenge, and he's like, for what? For what?
I guess, like...
Stop beating me!
He may have got their backs up by being all Christian and being like, you guys are too rich and enjoying too much, like, fine lifestyle stuff. And
it does, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe. But then it seems like if there's a king involved, the king would be like, well, I don't know about this bit. But
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so Dunstan managed to escape from the cesspool to a friend's house. How would you feel if a friend came straight from a cesspool to your house?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I would definitely help out a friend who had been severely beaten and was being persecuted like this, but I would also ask that they take a shower first. Yeah. It's like you come to my house and you stand in the backyard and you get hosed off. That's the best I'm going to do. Like, you get hosed off first for a while, you know that.
That's the Shadorn hospitality policy.
Hey, here's the thing. If you're a real friend, you're not coming to my house stinking of sewage. Anna, we've had that discussion many times.
Oh, I should have seen that one coming. I would say that this friend is more of a saint at this point for letting him in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And how'd you become a saint? Well, let's just say I had to replace a lot of couch cushions when Dunstan came over.
Yeah. After he got cleaned up, he left his friend's house and travelled on to Winchester, where he served the Bishop Elfhere.
What happened there? You all right?
I was just trying to read the letters on the page, which are Aelfheah. Elfhere.
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 That's a good verbal warm-up.
Elfhere.
Yeah. So, and I have to say it one more time as well. Elfhere encouraged Dunstan to become a monk, but Dunstan was reluctant to commit to a life of celibacy. It's understandable.
Wait, wasn't he a monk before?
I've got this great haircut. No, he just had the haircut. He was a lower orders guy.
Okay.
So clearly he was getting laid on the virtue of his excellent haircut.
Well, maybe it was like he was getting laid despite the haircut. And he's just like, it's like, it turns out I'm pretty good at this. So I don't know, really. Probably everybody had that haircut at the time.
Well, that's true. Maybe he got the haircut so that he'd be more appealing, because it's like people want what they can't have. So if they assume he's a monk, you'd be like
right.
a 6 in real life is a 10 as a monk, maybe. So he's like the hot monk.
His thing is he goes to the bar and he's just like, I'm a monk, I'm totally celibate. And and the ladies
see it as a challenge. Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I totally got hooked up with this monk last night and changed his life.
Soon afterwards, like after turning down the opportunity to become a monk, Dunstan became afflicted with tumours all over his body, so severe that it was thought to be leprosy.
Oh.
So Dunstan took this as a sign and decided that he should probably become a monk after all. Because we all know that Jesus shows people that they're special to him by afflicting them with tumours.
It feels like there could have been an easier way to have a sign.
Yeah. What about a dream?
Yeah, a dream, or the candle that didn't blow out, or just like a vision. Or like a voice or something. Like, it seems like there were a lot simpler signs.
Maybe it was actually like an STD, and so that was his sign that he was having too much fun and should stop having sex.
Oh, by saying tumors all over his body, he meant tumors all over his penis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should definitely become celibate now.
Yeah, it could be that.
Like, maybe the whole thing with like the tumors is like God's just like, I don't want to repeat myself, so I'm just gonna make a really strong statement right up front.
Right. I see. Conserving the effort.
Yeah.
That's definitely how miracles work.
There's there's been a number of
revenge miracles.
No, of saints who like had to have like 3 horrible things happen to them before they were like, all right, I see what's happening here.
Basically, the story is he was dragged kicking and screaming into the church.
All right, so Dunstan, it was one and done. He's like, all right, I see what I've done wrong here. All right. Course correction for Dunstan.
Yeah.
So Dunstan checked into a monastery.
Yes, he took holy orders and returned to Glastonbury. And it was here that he began his life as a hermit. He built a tiny cell attached to the Church of St. Mary, which was only 1.5 meters long and 76 centimeters wide, which is incredibly specific given that this was probably before the metric system had been introduced. So I don't know how many that is in cubits.
Maybe they found it later.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
So wait, 1.5 meters long and then 76.
So it's like a rectangle.
Yeah.
So he couldn't lie down in there, I guess, unless
he's very short.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he have to like lay on his side? Because so he's basically 0.5 meter wide. Are people 0.5 meter wide? I don't know. Depending on how wide his shoulders were.
Yeah.
He might have to just lay on his side the whole time.
Yeah, maybe.
Couldn't lay flat on his back.
Yeah.
He might have to curl up his legs. This is not a very sounds like a terrible place to live.
He was not good at architecture.
At least it has a roof, unlike that old ruined abbey.
Good point. So in his cell, Dunstan studied, made artwork, and played the harp. How the fuck could a harp fit in there?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I fit my harp in my room, but now I can't go in there. Just kind of have to reach inside my room and play the harp.
And he's also filled the room with artwork as well, so it's just like filling up with junk that he's made.
I really wanted to do some art, but the only thing I can do is I can paint on tiny grains of rice.
Maybe it was a special harp that wasn't very big. I don't know.
Maybe it's one of those little angel harps like you see.
Yeah.
Like cartoons of angels.
Yes, or paintings.
But then where do you sleep? What is it, like you lay, it's like that's your pillow at night? Or maybe he's got some hooks on the wall and he hangs stuff up, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs one of those like feng shui guy, or like those people who are like interior, like really good interior designers, and they can really do a lot with a little space. You know,
you could, because harps have lots of strings on them. Maybe it doubled as like his wardrobe, and he could hang things up to dry off the harp somehow.
There you go. Yeah.
So that was his micro space. Anyway, he worked in the scriptorium of the church, which I'm guessing is just the writing room, and an illustration of Christ in a manuscript that has been recently found in Glastonbury has been tentatively attributed to him. So
we don't want to commit.
Yeah. He also worked as a metal worker.
Doing what?
Don't know.
Just making metal.
That was just a bit of a non sequitur, really.
It's nice that he has hobbies, you know?
Yeah. There's a late 11th century legend that during this period, the devil appeared to Dunstan and tried to tempt him
I'll give you a room that's 80 centimeters wide.
Yeah. Dunstan is said to have held the devil at bay by pinching his nose with a pair of tongs. I'm not sure if that's Dunstan's nose or the devil's nose.
Yeah, I think it's definitely devil's nose. He just like grabbed the devil by the tongs and he has him at arm's length and the devil's just like swinging at him and he's like, you can't reach me, devil.
Oh, see, I thought it was like, I can't hear you, I've closed my nose, kind of thing.
That's not how noses work. I feel like they knew that in the 10th century.
Well, yeah, no, but you know how like often vegetarians say the thing that makes them really struggle is the smell of bacon. Maybe there's like a really good smell of sin that he was like resisting.
Maybe. Like bacon?
Could be bacon. Bacon's pretty sinful.
Traditionally, the devil's a lot of sulfur and brimstone. These are traditionally very poor, like bad smells.
Yeah, that's not a very tempting smell.
He was tempting with like their bakery fresh cinnamon rolls, and he's like, "Oh, I'll pinch my nose, and you won't be able to get me, devil." Like,
yeah, that's what I was imagining.
I think you're stupid.
Okay.
No, wait,
well,
that was
just
sorry. That was a bit harsh.
Say what you
think. I think you're off base there, Anna. I don't know, but
okay.
Sorry.
Well, maybe you need another co-presenter if I'm too stupid.
Just in this one instance.
Oh, right. Okay.
So he's a celebrated tongue fighter.
Yeah.
So he beats the devil.
Yes.
It's not quite as fun as like say a fiddle playing contest.
I was
with
about
the devil,
to say they had a fiddle off.
Beating him with tongs. Is all right, I guess. I don't know. Whatever works, I guess. I don't want to tell people how to beat the devil, but so I'm like, whatever works.
You think virtuoso fiddle playing would have been a better bet?
It's a better story.
I mean, the harp is also a stringed instrument, so maybe he should have done that. Been like, I challenge you to a harp off.
Now that's a compelling thing. It's like, bling, 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 bling. Oh, your turn, devil.
I now want to hear the guitar riff from Devil Went Down to Georgia on the harp.
The devil went down to Glastonbury, which is just a piece of harp music.
On which note, by the time King Ethelstan died, Dunstan's fame had grown, and King Edmund summoned him to join his court at Cheddar as a priest.
His fame for what? Like, it's like, hey, did you hear about this guy who lives in a tiny room and can play the harp? He beat the devil with a pair of tongs, huh?
Well, he
not
beat
too shabby.
He beat the devil with his harp playing. Maybe his drawings were really good.
Maybe.
He was holy enough that he impressed kings, I guess.
All right. So wait, so when the king dies, he goes where?
To the Cheddar Court.
The Cheddar Court. Wisconsin? Wait, there's an actual place called Cheddar?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
I
don't know. I've got nothing else to say about that. I just think that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Do they make cheddar there?
I'm fairly sure they do.
Wait, that's where the cheese is from, right?
Yes. However...
So it becomes a big cheese and cheddar.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say that. Damn it.
Well, you should be quicker then.
Yeah, clearly. No, I was actually going to say it later when, spoiler alert, he becomes Archbishop of Canterbury. I was going to be like, so he went from cheddar to big cheese. But you've ruined that for me now. So thanks.
I don't think I ruined that for you.
I think you did.
Anyways.
However, jealousy soon became a problem again.
Now I'm starting to worry that it's Dunstan's the problem.
Well...
Because everywhere he goes, it's like, everybody's against me. Everywhere I go.
True, but also...
Why is everybody an asshole?
Or we found out he was actually a stud, right? So maybe people are just jealous of his looks.
That is true.
Be like, he has no right to be this fit. He's a monk.
Especially for a guy named Dunstan, right?
Like, maybe they're like, well, maybe you won't get laid so much now if I throw rocks at your face. I don't know. So King Edmund was deciding that he should probably send Dunstan away, but a miracle changed his mind.
Oh.
Want to hear about the miracle?
You know I do.
So Edmund was out riding on a hunt in Mendip Forest and became separated from his attendants when he began chasing a stag towards the cliffs. The stag fell over the edge along with the hounds that were running after it.
Oh no.
So a lot of animals died in this miracle.
Yeah, it's like, so far, this is a really tragic miracle. Like, I don't like anything about this miracle.
Yes.
Also, what a fucking way to run a hunt. It's like, we killed the stag and all our dogs.
All the dogs, yeah.
Yeah, and they all fell off this cliff and down a river, so we didn't even get the stag.
Also, I should say, is the Cheddar Cliffs, which, again, I don't think they're like the ones on the moon that are made of cheese. It's just the location.
Those are tasty. I did bring my grater, so we're all right. We won't starve tonight.
Edmund tried to stop his horse, but it was too late, and as he realised he was about to die, he thought back to his treatment of Dunstan. He promised he would make amends if his life was spared. At that moment, his horse came to a sudden halt right at the precipice.
And he flew over the horse and
and died anyway. No.
Yeah.
So God killed all the animals, but spared the horse and the king. What a lovely miracle.
It's like your whole life flashes before your eyes, and the only regret I have is that one monk I was mean to.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good track record as a king, right? If that's
I know,
true.
I was going to say, that seems highly unlikely as a king.
Yeah.
But not unlikely for a total sociopath.
Oh, that's true. If he didn't have regrets about any of the other stuff, that's fair.
It's like, excuse me, sir, you feel bad about the monk you're mean to. You know you killed your brother to become king.
Also, you have like 7 child wives.
Yeah. Done a lot of prima nocta, and that's not cool.
Oh dear. He returned instantly to his palace and summoned Dunstan and ordered him to accompany him to Glastonbury. So, you know, because he's still a king. He's a changed man, but he still orders people about, okay? Don't question it.
I'm forgiving you now. Go away.
Yeah. No, they went together.
Oh, come with me. Guards, seize him. We're going to somewhere where I can forgive
Be forgiven,
me.
yeah.
If you won't have my forgiveness, I'll cut his head off.
Yeah, that's how Christian kings work, as I understand it.
Yeah.
When they arrived, the king fell to his knees before the altar, and then took Dunstan by the hand and gave him the kiss of peace, led him to the abbot's throne, and seated him on it. So Dunstan was now abbot of Glastonbury.
Oh, okay. I was like, why did he have to take him to this altar and kiss his hand? Couldn't he have done that back where they were in Cheddar?
No, because it was symbolic.
But if you're going to make him the abbey, the what now?
Abbot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a current abbot? Is there some other guy being like, hey, that's my throne?
Yeah, that's really not going to help with the jealousy problem, is it? Just like unceremoniously replaced. Yeah, that's how meritocracy works. when you're the king, just do what you want. So the king promised Dunstan that he would offer his services in helping him to restore monasticism, which is, you know, not typical behavior for a king, I guess.
What was wrong with monasticism? I mean, he was a monk. Was he like the only monk?
Was
it a dying art, monasticism?
The dying art of monasticism. Well, I guess the point is it's a time where Christianity wasn't super established, in that some members of the court were hostile to it.
Okay.
But yeah, so clearly some shit was wrong, because as the abbot of Glastonbury, Dunstan became an avid reformer. He established the rule of St. Benedict, which are the foundational rules for the Benedictine way of life. And he also physically did restoration, restoring ruined buildings, including rebuilding the Church of St. Peter and the cloister. And he founded a school for local children.
And then he made a nice school for kids. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good for him.
So you're impressed so far?
That's a good thing, right? School for kids.
So, less than 2 years after Dunstan had been appointed abbot, King Edmund was assassinated.
Oh no!
Oh no! Seems like a bit of a waste of a miracle. God killed all those animals to change his mind, and then he was only alive for another couple of years.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the miracle was more about Dunstan than it was about, what's his name? King
Edmund.
Edward. Yeah, I mean, it's just like he was just being alive to do this thing, and then God was just like, well, I don't really care what happens to this guy after that. As long as my boy Dunstan's okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So Edmund was assassinated, but he was succeeded by Edred, who was supportive of Dunstan's reforms.
Well, that's nice.
So lucky for him. It's like, it was looking dicey, but then the successor was also cool with him.
What's the abbot of Glastonbury doing? I really don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, so Dunstan played a key role in negotiating with the Danes in England and establishing peaceful relations with the Danish half of the kingdom. The nobles of Wessex, including Dunstan's own family, disliked this change in the status quo, but Dunstan remained extremely influential for 9 years. Twice, he was offered the position of bishop, but refused, vowing not to leave the king's side.
Oh.
Yeah, he was able to make friends with the guy on the other side, I guess is the miracle there.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Because the true miracle is always the friends we make along the way, right?
Right. He was just like, I'm going to go hang out with this Danish king. He seems really cool. I'm just gonna hang out with my friend. I like him.
Yeah. I don't need a promotion.
I can apologize. Yeah.
Work to live, not live to work.
Yeah, he's got a good work-life balance, I think. I have a good job. I got a good buddy here. He's a Danish guy.
I've got a good half of a room.
Yeah. I don't have to constantly be striving. Why can't I be comfortable with my life where it is,
A good philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
However, in 955, Edred died, and he was succeeded by his headstrong son, Eadwig.
They don't all start with Ethel, but they all start with E, which is the weirdest thing now. I was just like, what's your name? George. What's your middle name? Edward? Oh yeah, you can be king. That's fine.
You're Edward now. Edward, Ethelred, Ethelstan, Edmund. Anyway, Edred was replaced by his son, who was a supporter of Dunstan's opponents.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, his fortunes have changed.
Time for another ass whooping for Dunstan.
The two clashed from the beginning of Eadwig's reign. On the day of the new king's coronation, he failed to attend a meeting of nobles, and Dunstan went to look for him. He found Eadwig consorting with a noblewoman and her mother.
Whoa.
I don't know if this means like some kind of like making a plot or if they were having a threesome. I'm unclear on that.
Yeah. I've seen some documentaries on the internet about this.
Right.
That
when you say documentaries,
whatever. We don't need to go into that. Listen, the guy's getting coronated. It's a great day. He's like, he's just like, hey, I'm
gotta let off some steam.
It's been a fun day. I'm like, he's probably been drinking. And all of a sudden, he's like, it's so popular with the ladies and the ladies' moms. Like, why not? Like, Dunstan seems like a real dick for interrupting like what sounds like a great day for the king.
He's just a real stickler for the rules.
It's like, oh, you're supposed to be in this meeting, actually? No, I think I need to be in this meeting.
Are you saying that Dunstan deserved all the hate because he was just a narc?
Well, I mean, come on, like. We've all been in meetings that just like nobody.
I would much rather be having a threesome right now.
Yeah, I would.
Is that how you feel when you're in meetings?
Most of the time, I mean, it's not a conscious thought, but it's like if you were like, "Hey, would you rather be in a threesome or this meeting?" I'd be like, actually, now that you mention it, this meeting could have been an email, and I've never had a threesome via email. So
and then that would have left me time for the
I know,
threesome.
Right? That's what I say. I'm just like, come on, guys, can we wrap up this meeting? I might have a threesome. It's probably not going to happen, but in case it does, I cannot have my time locked up by this meeting.
That's fair.
Anyways.
That's a good rule for life.
I think so.
Keep your meetings short and your threesomes long.
Yeah. So Dunstan finds the king cavorting.
Yeah.
What's the word? Canoodling? What was the word you used?
Consorting.
Yeah.
When the king refused to return to the meeting, Dunstan dragged him there.
At least let me put my pants on, man. Come on.
By the cock. In retaliation, Eadwig banished Dunstan from Britain and confiscated his property.
You know what?
This is why you don't mess with kings.
Yeah, not an overreaction. You know what? I'm totally on the king's side here.
You would do that if someone...
No, I always wanted a threesome, and it was only when I became king that this was possible, you asshole.
Yes. So, turns out cock blocking is a offence that is punishable by exile.
Yeah.
The saint took refuge in Flanders, in France? Belgium,
Flanders? Belgium, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he go to Denmark? Doesn't he have friends in Denmark? What happened to that one Danish king? Like, well, I guess he's dead now, but like, still.
He's dead,
like,
so yeah, it doesn't have any allies there.
Maybe that was the only guy in Denmark that liked him.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Dunstan. They're just jealous.
Maybe it's just like Belgium's a lot closer. So
I guess
maybe he was going to go to Denmark and just kind of like he stopped in the first place that was okay. Because there was an abbey there.
Oh.
And that's where he took refuge.
Okay.
So his exile didn't last long because the nobles of Mercia and Northumbria soon revolted and deposed Eadwig, crowning his brother Edgar. Oh my god, another E.
I told you so.
You were right.
Was there a problem with Eadwig? They're like, you're spending way too many time having threesomes and not enough time in important meetings. All right? This is what we've been trying to tell you. And now it's come to a head. And frankly, you got to go.
Yeah.
We're like, come to one meeting a week. You have time in your threesome schedule for one meeting a week and you refuse to do it. So you know what? Assassination. He died doing what he loved, which was a mother and a daughter.
Oh, boom. No. Very good. So, also though, if like if you're going to depose a king, would you really choose his brother as the replacement king? Because surely that's like, there's going to be a family like dynamic there.
It does make for awkward Thanksgiving dinners.
Yeah, especially like, you know, could you at least be civil to my girlfriend and her mum and my girlfriend and her daughter?
I mean, I guess it is the idea that like there's a limited pool of people who could be king. Well, that seems like the aristocracy would be like, there's really a limited pool of people who could be king. It's really just, if it's not this guy, it's got to be his brother. It's like, says who? Says us who are in charge. All right, so shut up.
Yes.
Not everybody can be chosen by divinity to be king, Anna.
But it just so happens that they're within the very same pool of genes. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, Anna, can I just say, and I feel like this is the official position of the podcast, is that some people just have better blood than other people.
Oh my god, okay. I don't feel like that is the official...
I don't make the rules, it's just that like some people, like their just blood is better.
You're in charge of the podcast, so you do make the rules.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. And maybe that's because,
right.
I don't know, maybe my blood is better. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm just calling it like I'm seeing it, you know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm fairly sure that, you know, that's science, so...
It checks out, yeah. Must be scientific, right?
Okay. That was Matthew doing sarcasm, by the way, in case you didn't clock that.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for covering for me or for you. I don't know.
I'm here for you anytime.
Thanks.
So, yeah, Edgar was crowned King of North of the Thames. So...
What a weirdly non-specific, very specific. I don't.
Well, it's non-specific and specific at the same time. Anywhere north of the Thames, while the south remained loyal to Edwig.
Oh, but if you go to Greenwich, you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, it's rough in Bermondsey. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the south remained loyal to Edwig. Dunstan was allowed to return and was made Bishop of Worcester and London. I'm guessing London was just north of the Thames.
Yeah, North London, the London that's north of the Thames.
Yeah.
Again, if you go to Wimbledon, you are not welcome.
Yeah.
You go to Crystal Palace, no sir, no.
Well done. You know places in South London.
I'm really racking my brain, and I'm trying not to look at a map.
Croydon, that's a place.
What did I say? Wait, what'd you say?
No, I said Croydon.
Croydon? Yeah. Oh, Croydon. Don't even try it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well done. So, Dunstan was allowed to return and was made Bishop of Worcester and London, allowing him to continue expanding his monastic reforms.
Hooray! What were these reforms? You've mentioned these before. Do we know what they are?
No.
You have no specificity on this? Like, were they good?
No.
Were they bad?
Well, presumably that depends what side of the river you're on.
That's fair. All right. Well, we'll assume they were good.
Yes. Good in the context of being saint-worthy, I suppose.
Right.
In 960, Edwig died, and Edgar became king of all of England.
Oh, no.
And made Dunstan the Archbishop of Canterbury, which was a very
hey.
influential position.
Yeah, way to stick it to your brother. He's gone through a lot of kings during his life.
Yeah, despite the fact that he was apparently quite unpopular in court.
And this is also like, why is this the guy who keeps like bouncing around between kings, like in favor and out of favor?
Who knows?
Are there like no other monks? I don't know. Just pick somebody else.
So you're not seeing it.
I'm not. I haven't seen a lot. I mean,
Fair
these
enough.
reforms. I mean, they might have been really great, but I don't.
Yeah, they must have been.
Details.
That must have been it.
I guess that was it. People were just like, these reforms. Wow. How come we never thought of this
Well,
before?
you'll be impressed by this, I think.
I'm not really impressed that
Dunstan
he's the
was-
Archduke of Canterbury.
Or the Archbishop. in
No,
fact.
the Archbishop of Canterbury. I'm not impressed by that. Like, yeah, okay, whatever.
How about this? He was responsible for writing Edgar. I can't fucking
Which
remember.
one of those? See, too many E's.
Yeah, I think that one was a typo. He was responsible for writing Edgar's coronation liturgy in 973, which forms the basis of coronations to this day.
Wow.
So that's a pretty good piece of writing.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I would say anything that hasn't been updated in 1,000, 2,000 years, over 1,000 years.
Yeah, but when it's about the divine right of the monarch,
yeah,
it's probably not like necessary to bring it up to date.
it's probably for the
It
best.
probably
of it.
keeps things simpler if you don't acknowledge the passage of time and the progress of human knowledge.
Do you think King Charles was like, hey, has anybody fact checked this recently or no? Good. No.
I don't know. I didn't watch or anything because I'm cool.
Sure.
Dunstan remained in this role during the reigns of 2 more monarchs
Jesus Christ.
after Edgar, Edward, and...
Oh, wait, I have it. I think we ran out of E names. Edward II?
Ethelred!
Oh, I was so close.
You could have got that.
I probably could have.
Yeah.
Because the key to coming up with this middle age is to say Ethel, and then to trail off at the end.
Ethel...
Like, Ethel, yeah, that's what do you name your kid? Ethel.
Lovely. Is that a family name?
Yep.
So in 988, on the eve of Ascension Day, Dunstan received a vision of an angel who told him that he was going to die in 3 days' time.
What?
A less fun vision than the one of him doing all the reforms.
Yeah. I mean, is that too much notice or not enough notice that you're going to die?
How old was he? You said 78?
79.
79. It depends how, youthful you are for your age at that age, how much of the bucket list you can get done.
I don't know.
I guess it's not really enough time to get your affairs in order when they didn't have phones or email. It'd be like, oh, I want to reconcile with my mum. Well, we've sent a pigeon, but it's going to arrive after you die.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel like you're just spending those 3 days writing letters.
Yeah, well, especially because, you spend the first day just doing the first letter, because it's so ornate. The first letter of the first word of the letter.
Giant H.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, during his sermons that day, he told the congregation of his impending death.
Guys, I don't want anybody to panic.
It's funny because I now work for a vicar, and she does write her sermons sometimes quite last minute. So I think this would be great inspiration if you're running out of subjects for the sermon. Be like, I had this weird dream. That's a good place to start as any, I guess.
Yeah, sounds nice. It is a heck of a move to be like, I'm dying in 3 days.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything to say to me? I don't know. But I mean, then if you show up next week, you'll be like, turns out it was just a weird dream. Not a real vision.
Yeah.
Or you just show up the next week with a fake mustache. My name is Dunstan.
He's glued his head back onto his tonsure patch. And
yeah. I wonder if the final sermon was like, I've only got 3 days to live. So here's going to tell you assholes what I really think about you.
Yeah. Well, he had a lot of enemies, right? So yeah, setting the record straight.
Mm-hmm.
He decided where his tomb should be before he went to bed.
That implies he's staying up late being like, oh, where should I put my tomb? Where should I?
Well, no, I guess it's the sermons are kind of like his will, but he's just speaking it. Anyway, as predicted, Dunstan died on the 19th of May after celebrating Mass. So that God is a real slave driver, and he's like, fine, you can die, but first you got to do one last service.
You got to go to work on your last day alive. That seems rough. I was kind of hoping to take the day off because I am dying. So, but I guess I could pop in and do a shift.
He did not get a retirement.
Too bad. So now he's dead.
That was Dunstan's life.
And now what?
He is buried in a shrine at Canterbury Cathedral, and his tomb became an important site of pilgrimage.
Right. Well, he picked the right spot then.
I suppose so, but it was controversial because in 1508, the monks of Glastonbury Abbey set up a rival shrine for St Dunstan, claiming that the saint's body had been moved there to protect it from Viking attacks on Canterbury in 1011, which I think is fitting for Dunstan because clearly he was divisive and he had some fans and he had some haters. It makes sense that there would be a rival shrine.
But he was always welcome back in Glastonbury. It seemed like no matter how far he'd fallen or where he'd gone, he could always go back to Glastonbury and it'd be fine.
Well, it's like the local boy makes good kind of thing because the Archbishop of Canterbury was a really big deal. So they're claiming him.
Yeah. So wait, so they're saying that at some point his bones were moved to Glastonbury, but nobody, the people in Canterbury didn't know or what? Or they didn't know?
Didn't notice, and no one said anything for 400 years, 500 years.
Mm.
The Glastonbury Shrine had a special silver reliquary which supposedly held Dunstan's skull.
Oh.
The monks of Canterbury decided to smash open their own tomb of Dunstan to prove that they still had the real relics.
What did those motherfuckers in Glastonbury say? Get me the sledgehammer. No, get me the big sledgehammer. I'm going to show those fuckers what's what. Was it empty?
They uncovered a full skeleton in archiepiscopal dress, which I think is archbishop clothes.
Right.
And labelled it, and a label identifying it as Dunstan.
We still got the toe tag.
Just a handwritten note, this is definitely Dunstan.
If it's not Dunstan, how come there's a note here that says, it's me, Dunstan? This is definitely my dead body, signed Dunstan.
Yeah. Dunstan was here.
Yeah, it's like, you fuckers in Glastonbury, whose skull do you even have? That's awkward. Like,
You weird skull collecting freaks.
hey, Jimmy. Hey, you know this skull you brought me, and you said it was Saint Dunstan's? Yeah, the guys in Canterbury just sent me a letter that. Well, Jimmy, I'm not gonna be mad. Okay, I just need to know where you got this skull. Okay, that's all I'm asking. I'm not gonna be mad if you just tell me honestly where you got the skull that we have in our church now. And I'm really freaked out because the guys in Canterbury again, they found the whole body, and it had a note from Dunstan himself, said, "This is definitely my dead body. Please don't move it. Can you just tell me? I'm not gonna be."
Oh, you thought this was Dunstan's skull? No, this is Gunston's skull. Sorry, I should have been clearer about that.
Oh, that's a bad.
Yeah,
line.
there's a mix-up now. This is going to be really awkward when we go back to Canterbury, having caused this whole fight.
Yeah, you cannot face those Canterbury guys now.
Yeah.
So wait, so do the guys in Glastonbury give up their shrine, or is it still there?
Oh, good question. I think it's still there.
Because I would imagine the people in Glastonbury were like, well, it might be Dunstan. You never know. This proves nothing!
Yeah. Well, I guess they didn't have DNA testing. So, yeah, just maybe you can choose where to go for pilgrimage to pay your respects to Dunstan. But the final point of that story is the people in Canterbury put the skull from the skeleton they found in a silver relic case, like the one that was in Glastonbury, just to show them.
That's just a real fuck you to Glastonbury, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can also we can put a skull in silver boxes too. Oh, what do you know about that? That's great.
It's so weird because it's like they're opposite sides of the country.
Right.
So it's like how this kind of rivalry has been kept alive again without telecommunication.
Yeah.
It's impressive the extent of human pettiness. Yeah.
I hope that the rival still goes to this day. You're gonna see that fake ass skull in Glastonbury. Good luck. Good luck getting blessed over there.
They do knockoff merch that says Gunstan on it.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have brought you some mirth.
So those are his relics. What about any miracles on the books?
As well as the story of Dunstan.
A dungeon?
As well as the story of Dunstan pinching the devil's nose. So there we go, that clears it up. He wasn't holding his own nose with tongs. It was the devil's.
Obviously.
Right.
I don't know where your head's
at. Well, look,
at.
I'm not above admitting when I'm wrong, okay? And I'm doing it right now.
Okay, good.
So thank you for acknowledging my humility there. He was also said to have put a red-hot horseshoe on the devil's cloven hoof and forced him to promise never to enter a place protected by a horseshoe.
Oh. Wait, is that why horseshoes are meant to be lucky?
Yeah, maybe. Because he was he was doing metal work at one point, wasn't he? So
I guess so, yeah. But I guess that explains why he had tongs. He was in like a smithy shop. Is he like holding onto the devil's nose, and then is this a separate incident with the devil?
While like doing the horseshoe.
Yeah, and like doing the horseshoe. He's got the devil's hoof between his legs, and he's hammering it. Or do you have an assistant like, here, hold these tongs?
Well, maybe like in the official biography, it was the tongs, and then in the like later ones, it was the horseshoe. So it's like pick your poison.
Yeah, just one hot horseshoe. That's got not only does that burn your foot, but then when you walk, like the devil's like uneven. That's like, oh, like, you just walk around wearing one shoe.
Not just cloven hooves. It's a limp now. Yeah. Eadmar recounts a story. I don't know who that is.
Obviously a king.
No, he was one of the other biographers. He recounts a story of Dunstan building a wooden church. After he'd finished constructing it, he realised it wasn't aligned with the rising sun at the equinox.
So he burned it down.
No, he just nudged it with his shoulder and it immediately aligned to the east. So
how far off was it? Was it like 90 degrees off and it like spun around like a top, or was it like 1 degree off?
I think it jumped. Like I think it was like a centimeter. And it just jumped out the way. There are many posthumous miracles of Dunstan, particularly associated with the pilgrimage to his shrine. Which one? Doesn't say. Sorry.
Any shrine, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, who's to say he didn't have two heads? All right? He's got two skulls,
That's a good point.
2 heads.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Credit where credit's due.
Show me in the legends where it says he doesn't have 2 heads. Show me where it says. Show me.
Show me
point
photographs.
It out. Look, here, it's the whole thing. Point it out. Yeah, let's see. Point. Look, just point. You don't even have to say. Just point. No? Okay, then.
So are you Team Glastonbury or Team Canterbury here?
Ooh, you know what? I want to go Team Glastonbury just because it sounds funner.
It sounds like a cool
There's probably
place.
tons of relics in Canterbury already, you know? Glastonbury needs this. Why else would people go to Glastonbury? There's no other event or reason to go to Glastonbury.
There you go.
But you paint a nice picture of it. I do want to go now that I know it's a real hippie town.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Hopefully someone in Glastonbury is listening and then hires me as their, head of their tourism board or something. According to William of Malmesbury, who was writing in the 12th century, a thief who had been sentenced to be thrown off a cliff prayed to Saint Dunstan.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He was sentenced to be thrown off a cliff.
Yeah.
Like the judge is like, I sentence you to be thrown until dead.
Well, it's defenestration was a thing as well, wasn't it? It's like, I sentence you to being thrown out a window.
I didn't know that was a sentence. I always wondered why there was a word for that, but that makes sense now if there's an official legal.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I don't know. I could be making
this is
that
funny.
up.
It's just should we find an easier way to kill people? I mean, that is a fairly easy way to kill people.
Yeah, especially they're near cliffs, right?
Yeah.
Because we this is the second time cliffs have appeared in this story.
Yeah.
So anyway, the thief fell without coming to any harm, and Dunstan appeared to him and removed his blindfold. The thief found a way to higher ground and was supported by an invisible hand on his back as he climbed. So there you go. Dunstan says a cab. That's what I'm getting from that.
Dunstan anti-capital punishment. Do you think they were watching that and they were like, we should have used the higher cliff? This is, you know what?
I should have been more specific in my sentence. You'll be thrown from a little tiny dune.
Yeah. You know what? We should go back to beheading. I know we thought this would be funner, but beheading's just more effective, isn't it? Also, why climb up? I would just, if I'm the thief and I find myself alive at the bottom of the cliff, I'm just running away.
Just go around.
Yeah, down the beach or whatever.
But then there wouldn't be any witnesses to the miracle.
I think the people on the top of the cliff would be like, well, he's running away. Jeez. Huh, what do you think about that?
Yeah, fair enough. Because, that would imply he didn't even break his legs. But then, how would Dunstan's invisible hand support his escape?
I don't know.
Well, then. Right, so...
We could maybe tell people later. Wait, so was he pardoned? It's one of those things where it's if you survive your execution, then you're automatically pardoned?
I don't know. There's not any context as to why Dunstan decided that just this guy should be forgiven for thieving. Maybe he'd been unfairly accused, falsely
Maybe
accused.
it's a Jean Valjean thing. He's like, is it a crime to steal a loaf of bread to feed a starving family?
Yeah, and when the cliffs are made of cheddar,
that's true.
You just need to steal some bread and then you've got whole cheese sandwiches.
Then why do we push him off the cheddar cliff? Because the beach below is made of camembert, the softest of cheeses.
Well, yeah. Anyway, based on all of this, what do you think his patronages are?
Is he the patron saint of music festivals?
He is actually a patron of musicians, so you're not far off. Well done.
That doesn't make me happy at all.
I think it was an accident, but that was very accurate.
Is he the patron saint of special little baby boys? His mom was like, he's going to be a special boy because of this candle.
Yeah.
This candle, my boy's going to be the specialist boy.
No.
How about, is he the patron saint of tiny houses? It's very popular these days.
They are very popular. Yeah, it's not on my list.
Cheese-based cliffs?
No. But he is a patron of locksmiths, which you would need if you were building a tiny house or locked out of your tiny house. Well,
the thing about living in a tiny house is if you ever get locked out, you just pick the whole thing up and you can go up underneath.
Or just carry it to the locksmith.
Is he the patron saint of breaking up threesomes?
I mean, that would be quite a Catholic thing, wouldn't it? To have a patron saint of breaking up threesomes. But it's not on the list. Maybe they don't like to talk about it.
Is he the patron saint of 79ing, which we established was just friendly spooning in an earlier episode?
You did establish that. When did he 79 someone?
Oh, no, because he was 79 when he died.
Oh, I see. Right. Very clever. We should see if we can make a Wikipedia page for 79ing and then make him a patron of that. But he's not officially a patron of that.
Finally, is he the patron saint of bootleg relics? Glastonbury bootlegs. It's a tradition that goes way back.
Relic fabrication. Yeah. Again, not on the list, but I appreciate that maybe it should be. Well, talking of forgery, he is the patron of blacksmiths, goldsmiths,
how is that?
And silversmiths.
I see. So they use forge.
That was the forge. That was very quick.
That was surprisingly clever for you. It really it caught me off guard. It was really, I was just like, what the fuck is she going on about this? Oh, you know what? Actually, she is right. That's good. That's good.
Aww,
good job,
This
Anna.
is like the proudest day of my life.
Yeah, it should be. So what are all his patrons in?
So goldsmiths, silversmiths, locksmiths, musicians, blacksmiths.
Just every smith.
All the Smiths. Maybe his surname was Smith. He was
the band,
Dunstan
the Smiths.
Smithfield Market in London.
Is that north of the river or
south?
south?
Shit, no, it's south. I don't fucking know any geography. Well, I've
Doesn't
told you
matter. All right,
before,
forget
this is not a geography podcast. And weirdly, armorers and gunsmiths, which I don't know why, because that hasn't come up. Like, he didn't make any weapons in the story. Maybe it's because Gunstan rhymes with Dunstan, and that's why.
No. But he does do metalworking. Like, there was that random allusion to the fact that he does metalworking. So I guess every metalworking art, which I guess involves the word smith,
that's true.
Every kind of smithing there is.
Yeah, including gun.
Which is dumb.
Yes.
What, is that it?
Yeah.
But not Glastonbury?
Not according to my list. I can double check.
Oh, get on it, Glastonbury. How many saints could you possibly have from there?
Well, like, maybe because it was contentious between them and Canterbury. It was like, fine, he won't be patron of either of your towns.
If anything, I would think the Glastonbury would be like, you know what, we're going to make him the patron of our town, and then you guys in Canterbury look like assholes.
Apparently, so according to Wikipedia, he is also a patron saint of Charlottetown in Canada.
Where's
and
that?
Stepney in East London. Oh, I don't know if Stepney is north or south, though.
See where that is. I would assume north.
I am looking at a map now, and it is north.
But not
and there's a place in Stepney called Saint Dunstan's. There we go. So he's the patron of Stepney. Also, apparently, bell ringers, which I guess falls under musicians.
If you want to call them musicians, but I don't know if I would.
That's
you ever
very
seen those
ungenerous.
like Christmas and like there's the bell ringing choirs, and I'm just like, ugh, get out of here. Shut up.
This isn't real art.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually know they're always fun to see because each one has like a different sound.
Well, there you go.
The bells. Who knew the sounds could make so many bells? Or the bells could make
so many sounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess those are art. I mean, if you're a smith, that's pretty great.
He's got your back.
Unless you're Morrissey, who is very problematic these days.
Indeed.
Well, Anna, do you think you'd ever have Saint Dunstan check in with you? And
well,
intercede for
I
you?
just found a poem about Saint Dunstan. That is
well, you didn't tell me it was
quite
a poem.
fun. Listen to this. St. Dunstan, as the story goes, once pulled the devil by the nose. With red-hot tongues he made him roar, that he was heard 3 miles or more. I think that's pretty good. So, on the basis of
That's
that...
pretty rad.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
I haven't heard many other saint poems, and that one was
That's
like
turned me completely
jaunty,
around on
rhyming. It's fun. So yeah,
it's cool as shit. Like it's a poem about him doing something really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like that's really. I mean, yeah, they should really lead with that. That's pretty great.
I'm sorry. I only just came across that now.
I mean, it was really like a buzzer beater of a poem just to come in and be like, I don't know about the Saint Dunstan. Oh, this poem's fucking rad. All right, never mind. I'm
this
back.
poem slaps.
Yeah.
Also, it's just occurred to me, given the incident with the devil and the tongs, he should be the patron saint of barbecues, because there's like a thing that involves tongs. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Maybe that was weak. I should have left it with the poem and ended on a high.
You really should have. I'm tempted to cut all this out, but at the same time, I feel like people need a full picture of who you are.
You got to take the rough with the smooth.
Anna, do you think you'd ever have Saint Dunstan intercede for you?
What did he do? I mean, I'm also not very popular, so I think we'd relate to each other.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, he had a good work-life balance, so that's something to aspire to, I think.
I mean, I agree. I think that there's a lot of, I feel like everybody I meet is an asshole. So, or, I was telling you about, like, people were persecuting my posters, and, like, so I need, I've somehow made enemies despite being a really great guy and not doing anything wrong. And, so, I feel like I asked St. Dunstan, like, how do you deal with the haters and the losers and the dirty cheats? And, like, he'd probably just tell me to shake it off. But I guess I have Taylor Swift.
I was about to say, was that a Taylor Swift reference? And yeah, well done.
So, anyways, I think St. Dunstan. If I ever need to, grab somebody by the nose, to get some like advice and some support,
inspiration. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll write a poem about you one day.
Yeah. So, Anna, thank you so much for telling me this tale of a Glastonbury hometown hero. He made a name of himself so much. He had 2 skulls. In the end, which is more than most of us could ever hope for.
Yes. Well, you are welcome. Have a blessed day.
Bye. Say bye.
Oh, sorry, you want me to say bye as well. Bye!